Today I will explain what are functions and how to use them in Golang. If this is the first time we meet, my name is Felix and welcome to my channel, Felix a Dev. I am a software developer, computer programming teacher, and coach. I have a bachelor's degree in computer science, and my passion is to help people like you learn how to code and computer science students completing their degrees. So if you would like videos like this one to help you in your journey as a computer science student or someone learning how to code, then click on that subscribe button so you don't miss a video. Also, click on the little bell icon so you'll be notified when I upload. So, what are functions? Oh, and before we get started, as you're coming in to watch this video, let me know where you're watching this video from, from what country. Drop your answer in the comment section of this video. So what are functions? In Go, every program consists of a number of functions, and functions are known as the basic code block. And the idea of using functions is to break down a large problem into small parts, and each part is a function that performs a task that solves the overall problem. So this is how you use them in Go. So the syntax is pretty simple, and the first one that we always use in Go is the main function. So if you're going to declare another one, function syntax, then we will type the keyword func, then the function name, then a set of parentheses, and a set of curly brackets. This is the basic way. So we have the keyword func, then the function name, or is also known as the identifier, and you can call it what you want essentially. So you can call it get product, print message, or whatever that you desire. And we have a set of parentheses where we place or put arguments, and this is optional. So a function can receive arguments or it doesn't have to. And on the outside, if we want to return a value, as we're going to see in a couple minutes in our example, then you go ahead and type it outside of the parentheses, and you just type the type of the value that you want to return. So if you want to return an integer, a string, etc. So let's go ahead and do a quick example. And it's pretty simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to declare a function that prints a message. So we type the keyword func, then print message. Then we go ahead and we're going to display the message, which is going to be fmt.println. And we're going to say hi from print message. And now, to use this function, we have to go ahead, oh, no worries, we'll fix it in a second. To use this function, we have to go ahead and call it in the main function. And the way that we do that is by typing the name of the function and just with the two parentheses without any arguments in this case. So we're going to go ahead and save it. Now let's run it. Let's fix this. Let's print the capital. There we go. So as we see here in the output, we have hi from print message. So essentially, we just declared a simple function, we called it, and we displayed a message from that function. So let's do another example. And this is going to be receiving arguments. So we're going to declare a function that receives arguments. And the way that we're going to do that is that we're going to type the word func, the keyword, then multiply, which is going to be the name of our function, which is going to go ahead and multiply two numbers that we give it. And we're going to receive these two numbers. So it's going to be the name of the variable, we're going to call it A, which is going to be our first argument, then the type, then a comma, then the other name of the other argument, I'm going to call it B, and the type is going to be an integer. So there we go. And the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to display the message, or display the result of the multiplication of A and B. So it's going to be fmt.println, and we're going to do A times B. And now to use this function, we have to call it again in the main function. And we do this by doing the same thing we did with print message, but we pass 2 arguments. So we do multiply, then 2 and 4, which are going to be our arguments. So let's save this and run it. And there you see it. Now we have an 8 because we passed 2 and 4, and the function multiply then went ahead and multiplied 2 times 4, which is 8. So essentially we declared a function that displays or prints on screen the result of multiplying 2 numbers. Now let's go ahead and do another one. But this function is going to, well, let's not do another one. We're going to use this one to illustrate that we can also return a value. So the way that we do that is that we're just going to add the type of the return value, which is going to be an integer, and instead of printing the product, we're going to go ahead and return it by using the return keyword. And we're going to take this off, and we're going to return A times B. And now, the way that we store this value that is going to be returned by the function multiply is by declaring a variable. And we're going to do this with the shorthand notation. And what's going to happen is that multiply, the function multiply is going to return a number, and that number is going to be stored in the variable n. So the great thing about that is that we can use this variable n, that value inside of it, and do more things with it instead of just displaying on screen like we had before. So let's go ahead and print this value. Let's go ahead and run it. And as you see, we have 8, which is n. And if we comment this, then we can't do it because we're not using the value, like we say in our other videos. When we declare a variable, we need to go ahead and use the value. Use the variable, so we just print it and it works. So let's do something with n. So let's declare another variable, call it d, and we're going to go ahead and multiply 2 times n. Then we're going to print it. Let's do d. Let's save this and run it. So if you see on the output, then we have 8 and 16. 8 is n and d is 16 because we stored the value of 8 that was returned from multiply right here on top. And then when we stored it, we multiplied times 2 and we stored that result in d. So that's why it's useful to return values from functions, because you can do things with it or perform other operations. So I have a question for you guys now, and is how would you write a function, or declare a function I should say, that adds 2 numbers? Drop your answer in the comment section of this video. So essentially the question of the day for this video is, you're going to write essentially a function like this one, like what we did for multiply, but instead of multiplying 2 numbers, then this function is going to add to two numbers. So you can call it add and just use the same procedure, but instead of multiplying two numbers, then it's going to be adding two numbers. So go ahead, write that function. So I'm going to go right here. And you're going to drop your answer in a comment. So let's see if you got it right. So if you like this video, guys, click on that thumbs up button. Also share this video with a friend. And share this playlist if you have a friend that is learning Golang, so he can start or she watching from the beginning to it's a complete beginner. So you have a full playlist on that. And click on that subscribe button so you don't miss a video. Also click on the little bell icon so you'll be notified when I upload. I upload videos every week to help you learning how to code or as a computer science student completing your degree. So if you would like to support the channel, check out the Ko-fi page. It's going to be right here on the screen. Also, in the ways you can support the channel section in the description of this video. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it, guys. And if you would like to purchase a book to use as a reference while learning Golang, then check out the book recommendation section in the description of this video. I'm also going to put here on the screen so you can see it. And these are books that I picked out, and these are affiliate links that you can use to purchase these books, and they help support the channel at no extra cost to you. So these are affiliate links. So thank you for the support, guys. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.